quiet streets of Vacaville lay still. Inside a modest apartment, Savannah Theberg, a 27-year-old woman, and a 15-year-old girl lay side by side, their lives cruelly cut short. Savannah was more than just a name on a screen. She was Raymond Weber's fiancée. Originally from Georgia, Savannah had her own struggles, but was known for her caring nature and her love for animals. As a mother of one, she moved to California to be with Weber, hoping to build a future together. But instead, she became a victim of his unimaginable violence. But what could drive someone to commit such a monstrous act? And why display it so publicly? It was inside this apartment that the unthinkable happened. Raymond Weber, a man with a troubled past, had taken the lives of two young women in a shocking act of violence. Savannah's name will forever be associated with this tragedy, but her story, and that of the 15-year-old girl, deserved to be told. The live stream was as shocking as it was disturbing. Weber, clearly unhinged, rambled about conspiracies and his fear of being targeted. But behind his incoherent words, the reality was all too clear. Two lives had been brutally ended, and the world was watching. Shocked viewers watched in horror, some frantically trying to report the stream, while others called 911, desperately hoping to save any lives that might still be hanging in the balance. It didn't take long for the live stream to reach law enforcement. When officers arrived, they found more than just a crime scene. They found a standoff. Weber had barricaded himself inside the apartment, armed and dangerous. For 8 tense hours, police tried negotiating with him, attempting to end the situation with whatever peace was left. As the hours dragged on, the tension in the air was palpable, each moment stretching unbearably for those watching and waiting outside. What started as a disturbing live stream had now escalated into a full-blown standoff. The question on everyone's mind: how would it end? Before we get to that, let's get to know Raymond Weber. Known as Zeno to some, Weber was reportedly an Army veteran, but was not an active duty soldier at the time of the double murders. He was a man with a history of violence and instability. His criminal record was extensive, marked by domestic violence and other offenses. Weber's history of violence seemed like a ticking time bomb, one that finally exploded on that fateful day. Those who knew him described a man whose life had spiraled into chaos. Yet nothing in his past could have foreshadowed the horror he unleashed in that Vacaville apartment. Weber's violent tendencies were no secret, but the brutality of his final act left even those closest to him horrified. As news of the crime spread, the community of Vacaville was left in shock. But the impact of Weber's actions extended far beyond the expanses of California. The live stream, viewed by countless people, sparked a wave of outrage and raised serious questions about social media's role in moderating violent content. Instagram was quick to take down the video, but the damage had already been done. Raymond Weber, who was deemed responsible for the brutal double murder and the subsequent standoff, was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.